everybody to a new night with social economic networkers. This is the project in network marketing that is changing the lives of thousands of people all over the world every single day. And hopefully tonight your life is going to be touched the same way that it was touched, my life was touched a year ago, and the same way that Whitney's life, our beautiful speaker today, was touched a few months ago. So today somebody invited you for a reason. So I want you to thank the person who invited you because this person saw something in you. This project is more than just an economic opportunity. It's a way of life. Our motto is to live life differently. And today you have the opportunity to learn how you can learn life, do life differently. Because oftentimes we are limited by the status quo, by the economy. And today we are going to learn a new way to earn an income, a new way to be able to be free. So today, take as many notes as you want, because at the end of the presentation, we are going to have a short Q&A session. And our wonderful presenter is going to be answering the questions to us. So I have the honor of introducing Whitney Owens, a dear friend, somebody who I get to work with since the moment she said yes to this opportunity, a person that I get to learn from every single day because she's powerful. She empowers people. She empowers me, and I'm the person who brought her to this opportunity. And I am learning from her. So today I welcome you to open your heart, open your mind, and listen to this project that we don't learn from school, from university. This is something new. It's an opportunity of the 21st century. Whitney worked hard throughout her life, hoping to achieve the American dream, which never materialized. She went to college, got married, had a kid, kept working, and the dream never materialized until this opportunity with social economic networkers was presented to her in 2018. And she took it, and she hasn't looked back. And she's seeing doors opening to success and to growth. And today she's going to be sharing with us her story and how this opportunity can also touch your life. So with that, I want to welcome our dear Whitney Owens.
Thank you so much, Erica. It's just such a joy to be part of this network. You've been such a wonderful friend to me through this, and you've taught me so much. You've helped me grow and to learn, and that is why I want to share this with so many other people, because it's not just for me to learn. It's not just for one person. It's for everyone. And so like Erica said, when she came to me with this back in September, it was right around my birthday, and I had been seeking for something. I was really looking for something that I could do that was in between the hours that I was already working, because I have a 2-year-old son and I want to be able to take care of him without having to put him in daycare. I don't want him to have other people taking care of him. And my husband, he just kept losing jobs. And so it's just so hard in this area to be able to have steady work, to be able to use your degree. And for me and him, it just feels like we've been isolated here, that we've gotten sort of stuck in the mud. And so when she brought this to me, I thought this could answer the prayer that I've been giving, because nothing else seemed to be answering my prayers. So I want to talk to you about what this opportunity can do for you. And so I'm going to start opening the slides right now so you can see. All right. You can see my screen there?
Yes.
All right. Sorry. All right. So the group that we're working with is called Social Economic Networkers, and it is international, which has been one of the coolest parts about this group, is that I get to meet people from all over the world, from all over America, and I get to communicate and network with others. And that is something that has been so important to me, to be able to meet new people, to hear people's stories, and also just to help people is something that I really want to do my whole life. I feel like it's my passion to assist and to help other people to grow. And so when I first saw this, I thought, this is amazing, because this equation that they have here, that they're committed to change and transformation, and that the three pillars that they base that off of are personal growth. That's us as people becoming better people, growing with our spirituality, growing with our intellect, growing just to be able to help others. And so the second pillar is social contribution. And so that is something that's already been so key to me. And that last pillar, financial freedom, is just something that I feel like many of us are missing. And so when I saw that, I was thinking, this is really unique. I haven't seen anything that could offer change to our finances and offer us to be able to become better people and to help the rest of society. So I was already keyed in. I thought, this is really unique. So as you go along, I want you to think about that this is offering you a chance to really evolve, to really transform, and to help others do the same thing. So let's talk a little bit about the social economic transitions, because this is a social economic opportunity. So we need to think about where we stand in the economics that is around or surrounding us. So for many thousands of years, that was the agricultural era. And if you had money, then if you had land, then you had money. And if you were working for a landlord, you were a serf. You were a person who would work to produce a crop. You would pay most of the crop to your landlord and get only to keep a small percentage of that to survive for your family. And that's where the word servant comes from. Well, with the industrialization, what happened with the first and second revolution was that now people are flocking to these factories. They're working to exchange their time for money. And that is when the hourly wage evolved, and when the middle class became a part of society. Instead of just the low class and the upper class, now we have the middle class. Now going into our generation, really between like the 80s and where we are now, that's been the third revolution. That's the internet. And so we have the opportunity for all of these new forms of earning income. We have e-commerce now. I mean, people are buying almost all of their stuff online, and you see the brick and mortar stores losing so much business. And it's really an awesome opportunity. People are doing classes online. People are YouTubers. There's so many different ways of earning income on the internet. Now, the fourth revolution that we are in now is artificial intelligence. And that's where you see a bunch of factories now are replacing workers with mechanisms, robots, basically. Or at the supermarkets, all of the cashiers have been replaced almost by the self-checkout. And so now we are working for Walmart, we're working for Target or whatever, and we're checking ourselves out, because it's easier for that company to have an artificial intelligence that doesn't need to get paid overtime, that doesn't complain about working 24/7, that doesn't need to be paid health insurance, that doesn't need to ask time off. And so it's so much more beneficial for those companies to have artificial intelligence working for them than humans. And so it's really a frightening time that we are living in when you think about it in that regard, because now we're thinking, well, if the AI is going to take over our jobs, what are we going to do? Well, the fact is that we already do have a lot of new ways of earning income, and it's just that a lot of us haven't been taught how to locate those new ways, or they're not commonly understood. So that's why what we're gonna talk to you about today. So let's go on to another big consideration that I want you to place your mindset in, because thinking that now there are new ways of generating income and we still have to compete with artificial intelligence, we need to understand, are your family or your personal finances secure? I want to really to think about that and to take a moment. Are you able to retire at the age of 60? When I saw these first two questions, I thought to myself, no and no. Most people are not able to retire by the age of 60 anymore. And you see people who are so-called retired, they're still working, as greeters at the stores. They're still out there working because they don't have enough money. And retirement funds are not even going to be available. Social Security is not even going to be available for us when we get to the age of being able to retire. So the next side of the slide, do you know how to thrive economically over the next 5 to 10 years? When I saw this one, I thought, I still think, does anybody know how to do that in our society? It's sort of funny to say that, but the fact of the matter is that most of the way that we live is from paycheck to paycheck. So thinking about the next 5 to 10 years is very hard for most of us. Most of us just want to cope and, spend any extra money we have on coping mechanisms. So planning for that far ahead is a scary notion. And the last, are you prepared to face the future? That is a future where AI is taking over more jobs, and we need to be able to take advantage of new forms of generating income. So I know maybe your hearts might be seizing up a little bit, and I don't want to put you in a place of stress without offering you an answer. And so that's what's really exciting about what I'm going to talk to you about today, is that we do have an answer, and it's not that hard to take on, and it's really an exciting opportunity. So when you get to this next slide, this is going to help you understand what this new platform is doing for us. So this new form of generating income is in the network marketing industry. And when you look at the first half of the slide, you will see that the factory got 36% of the product cost, excuse me. And then on the right side, the factory still gets 36%. But on the left side, in the 20th century distribution model, the pie is split up between a bunch of different participants. You have the wholesaler, the warehouse, the store, and the promotion, each getting their little piece of the pie. Well, 0% of that is going to the consumer. And as all of those different parties get a little bit more and more of the money, the price gets way higher. So if you think about the example of your phone, the factory probably spent $50 to make that, or is getting paid $50 for making that phone. But I'm paying $600 by the end of buying my phone. And so all of those different parties are getting a little bit of that money. And, I like my phone, and I want to tell other people, hey, this is a good phone. And so most likely I'm going to recommend it to others. And that's what we're doing as in network marketing, is we're sharing product with others, we're recommending it to others, and we're giving them the benefit of what we've experienced and giving them our advice, because they think that they want to trust us. We're their friends, and we're not going to lie to them. A lot of times we're so inundated with commercials, we don't want to trust anything, because we're just constantly being buffeted on all sides, but by people telling us what we should buy. But in this 21st century distribution model, we have the opportunity to basically just by recommending be paid by the factory to connect people directly to the factory instead of having them have to have a wholesaler, warehouse, and a store. Now they just pay the promotions. That's us as the network marketer, the entrepreneur. And so now instead of us as a consumer no longer being able to benefit from any of that, the pie, the distribution pie, now we're able to benefit 64% of the income from that product being connected directly from the factory to the consumer. So what are the benefits of this new platform of generating income? Really, the best benefit of it is the way that we're earning income. So in the traditional model that most of us are used to, that's a linear income, and that's where we're working 30 to 40 years to try to attain a retirement. And that's where we're working 8 to 12 hours a day with a fixed schedule that is set to us by our employer with a limited income. So we are completely dependent on what our employer tells us our value is for our hourly wage. And that's what most of us have been used to expecting to receive. What we get to receive in this new platform is a residual income. And that has been mostly restricted to people who are inventors, musicians, writers, and recently YouTubers. But now as network marketers, we can also earn a residual income. So in this new form of income, we can work 2 to 5 years, only 1 to 2 hours a day with a flexible schedule that we set to ultimately attain an unlimited income and therefore become independent and financially free. So if you look at the example, I love Harry Potter. So J.K. Rowling is somebody that I want to use as an example. So J.K. Rowling, she had this amazing idea for the books about Harry Potter, the Wizarding World. And if she had thought to herself, nobody is going to like this, people are not going to buy these books, and she decided not even to write the book to begin with, then she would have failed before she even started. But she decided to go for it. And she decided to go and try to find as many publishers who would hopefully print her book. She found a publisher who finally did print her book. And every single time then, after the book started to be sold, every single time that somebody read it and told somebody else, these books are amazing, she made a little bit more money off of every single book sale. She didn't earn the whole amount from the book being published and everything, but she would get maybe $5 for every $20 book. And you have thousands and thousands of people buying her book. She becomes a millionaire. And now she has so many other forms of earning income from the Wizarding World icon or whatever you want to call it, that cultural art form that she manifested. Now she's a millionaire. And so that's what we can earn with a residual income, is a little bit from every single sale within our network. So now that I've told you about our residual income and why it's so amazing and transformative to our finances, let's talk about the company that we partner with. We partner with an amazing company called For Life Research, and their pillars are service, success, and science. So what David and Bianca Lisenby, the founders, did was that they had rediscovered this innovation that was the top innovation in immunology in the 20th century. It had kind of gotten sort of swept aside by other innovations. And when they refound it, they patented it. So this is the only company that has this patent. And so it's protected. And we're offering something very exclusive in immunology. It's called transfer factor. And so this book here, it's really amazing. It's not by the company. it tells you about transfer factors. And what transfer factors is, it's a memory molecule that has the blueprint of immunity in it. So when you were born and your mother was preparing to feed you with her breast milk, her body created in the breast milk the colostrum that had the blueprint of the immunity in it. And so basically that's what this is. It's not human colostrum, but it is made from cow colostrum, that because it's still in the mammal, it transfers these amazing molecules to us that can help our bodies to heal itself, to become educated. And so it's really powerful, and there's so many beautiful testimonies of people's health being totally changed by this molecule. And so you'll also see here is Danny Lee. He's our CEO. And unlike in other companies where people are sort of stuck in their position, Danny Lee worked up from a lower position all the way to CEO. And so that's another real cool aspect about this company, is that they actually founded themselves as a network marketing company because they wanted to change people's lives, they wanted to change people's finances, and they wanted to do it through giving people health and wellness. So we have so many awesome products. You can see here this blue bottle. I have it here. I take it every day. I give it to my son every day. It's so safe. It's so natural. And I have seen amazing results. For instance, when I had Elisha for the first year, my son is Elisha, by the way. For the first year, he had allergies, and he was just like a snot faucet for like 4 months. It was disgusting. And then for the second year, he got sick. He had croup. He had an ear infection. He got the flu. He got croup again. He had 2 ear infections. He got the flu again. It was insane. He was sick again for like 5 months. And so it was terrible. So now when Erica brought this to me and she started talking to me about this, I had breastfed him for 18 months, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. This is nature's gift in a bottle. And this could help him to avoid being sick. And sure enough, I give it to him. I give him a little extra if I start to see any signs of him being sick, and he will get better in 1 day, 2 days at the most. And so that has just been such a relief to know that my son, I have a natural way. I don't have to give him antibiotics. I don't have to worry about him getting steroid shots. And myself, I have suffered for almost my whole adult life with migraines. And about 2 weeks after steadily taking this product, this molecule, I actually was able to stop having migraines. Going from I would be knocked completely out, no energy, having to sleep, vomiting, even if I didn't eat anything, still getting sick, and having nothing that would work to help my headaches go away. To having something that made it go away in 5 minutes. The first time that I was really like, wow, this is working. To now I'm not even having migraines anymore. Has been amazing. So maybe you've been looking at this slide for a little bit. You can see right here in the middle, we have energy. We also have healthy anti-aging, weight management. We have an entire digestive line that is very impactful and very helpful. And we also have the essential oil line. We have here as well, we have a bunch of body products that are really awesome. I use the Gentle Facial Cleanser, and it has really helped with my acne. So let's get to how we get paid. That's the reason why all of us are here, right? So one of the first ways that we can generate income quickly is with the rapid rewards bonus. So that is basically we're getting paid 25% immediately off of every order that we have. So let's say that we had 1,000 life points, LP. That's right here in the center. Life points is a figure that they attach to every single product because it is an international company. So they want it to be fair. So no matter where you are in the world, you will still get that 1-to-1 ratio where it's one life point to $1. So you will get paid $250 the very next day in your account after you have 1,000 life points ordered through your consumer account, which is amazing. Who wouldn't want to get paid $250 the very next day? The next way here, I won't talk too much about this, but you can buy packs. You have it on hand, so if you want to share it with others and then they can buy it straight from you at your home, you can do it that way as well. And then right here, receive 25% from the first purchase of your new associates. So this is if you become an entrepreneur. Every person that you have who joins your team, that's a new associate, their first purchase, you will receive 25% as well. Now, let's talk about a bonus that is unheard of in the network marketing field. This is in addition to the residual income that you're earning, and this is going to help you become an entrepreneur. It's going to help you build your network, and it is going to help you to become successful in this business. It's called the builder bonus. And so it helps you because it teaches you how to share the business with others. So what you do is you are going to consume 100 life points. That is only 2 of these bottles here. And I definitely consume more than that every month. Now, you go out and you find 3 other people and you teach them how to do the same thing as you're doing. And each of them consumes their 100 life points a month. And so you will get a fixed bonus of $50. Now, that sounds pretty exciting to me. So they're also going to be excited about that. So then you go and you teach them how to teach others. And so each one of those will go get their 3 people, and they each consumes 100 life points as well. So now you have 12 people in your network, and you are earning a $200 bonus, and they're earning their $50 bonus. Now each one of those 9 new people, they go and they get 3 other people. Now you have 27 people added to the network. So you actually have 39 people in your network. And you are receiving an $800 bonus every month in addition to the residual income that you're earning. So that is really exciting. And like I said, it's unheard of. And what it is it rewards you for building your network. And that's really the best part about this company, is that it's not about distribution as much as it is about people, and it's about building people together and having this community that is amazing. So as you can see here, this amazing community, they reward people for the work that we do. And we get to go on these beautiful, great escape trips. This is a cruise. And all of these people they got to attend this completely for free. They pay for everything from the moment you leave your home to the moment you come home, even having cash on your pillow when you get into your hotel room or your cruise room, because they want to help you. They want to take care of you, and to have you have these beautiful experiences, to network among your peers. So it's really beautiful. So let's go on to the residual income, which is really exciting. So this is where you're going to learn about how your main source of income is generated. So on this first level, you have 6 people who are part of your network, and they're auto-consuming, that is, consuming themselves, or they're having people who are purchasing, who are consuming. So you have 250 life points in each one of those 6 people. Now that's 1,500 life points, and with the 2% plus 2% bonuses, you're getting $30. And you might be thinking, hey, Whitney, you're a little bit nuts. I don't know if I'm going to work this hard for $30. But if you think about the case of J.K. Rowling, if she had thought that it was not worth it for her to write The Sorcerer's Stone, the Philosopher's Stone, then she would never have succeeded to become the amazing, influential woman that she is today. And she wouldn't have achieved her dreams. So you have to think about this first level as the building of your legacy. And for me, $30, that would still help a lot. You know, that's a whole gallon of gas, a whole tank of gas, that's some groceries. So when you get to level 2, this is where you see that it's really amazing, because at level 2, you have 36 people in your network, each consuming 250 life points. That's 9,000 life points. And you can see here they bump up the percentage to 25% plus 5% for the surplus. Now you're getting $1,170 a month plus the $30, plus, if you remember, the builder bonus rewards you for having 39 people in your network, and with $800 bonus. So now at this level, you are earning $2,000 a month. And for most people, that is really a liberating figure. So when you go to level 3, now you have 216 people in your network. And it's important to note here that you have taught all of the people in your network, not all of them, but you have been training the people to teach the other people. So you are not in charge of educating all 216 people in your network, but you are still influencing these people's lives and being able to contribute to their financial freedom. And so now at this stage, you have $4,968 coming in plus the other $2,000. So that is around $7,000 a month. And I mean, for me and my husband, when we achieve this level, this is when we're going to be really able to do our life mission, when we're going to be able to pour ourselves into our nonprofit that we want to found. So I think the most amazing thing about this company and what they do is they help build people's dreams. They give people the ability to dream again and to release them from the holds that society has placed on us because of our finances, and which restricts us from dreaming those beautiful dreams that we have in our souls. So when you look at this level 4, which is not the highest level, now again, it's an amazing figure. Can you even imagine earning 21,000 plus every single month? How much could you do for your family, for yourself, for the world if you are making that much money? And there are many people who are in this company who are well at this figure and above every month. So you might be thinking to yourself, this sounds beautiful and I would like to do this. But you also might be thinking, I don't know how to do network marketing, and it intimidates me a little bit. So I want you to understand that you will not be alone, and that there will be people who will guide you and who will help you gain the knowledge. And that's one of the best things about this, is that you will have a complete support system, which includes the educational material, the books, the audios, the For Life University. We have 18 years of experience with over 100 companies, and you get this amazing group of people who are pouring into you and who care about you. Like I said, I've met people from all over the world, and so many of them have taken the time out of their schedule to teach me about how to do this business. And so it's been an education to realize that there's another way of earning income than what I learned at school, and that it actually seems more productive, more efficient, and definitely more rewarding in a lot of ways than what I had learned at college of how to go about earning money. So the other thing is that you can get a certification for free to be a professional network marketing through this business, which is amazing. Who would pass up a free education if you can get it, right? So there are 3 ways to start your business. First of all, we have the preferred customer. You might want to try out the products and to see if they work. You know, even if I give you my testimony, maybe you're skeptical and you just want to start with that. That's fine, but you're not going to make any money. So the next level up is to become a distributor. And a lot of people that they love to sell, but a lot of us don't. And so for this group, again, it's a linear income. You're trading your time for your money. So if you sell a product that day, then you earn money that day. But if you don't, well, you didn't make any money that day. So the next level is called entrepreneur. And this is the level we encourage people to take, because this is where you want to be the entrepreneur. You are going to be earning residual income, and you're going to be able to attain financial freedom and to be able to accomplish your dreams. So when I finish this presentation, what I really like to do is to ask you guys to take a moment. It's been a sort of a huge onslaught of information, and so I'm going to try to calm down a little bit and ask you to sort of close your eyes and take a little bit of a meditative moment to think about, for yourself, what would it be like for you to be able to reclaim your dreams? What would it be like for you to be able to have time to spend on what you love most, or with the people that you love most? What would it be like for you to have money and not to worry about it? And last, if you had health and you were able to feel good, what would that be like for you? So I hope that that sort of gave you a picture of what it would be like, because this business is based on giving you back your dreams and allowing you to change the world with them. So what are you waiting for? It's time to make your dreams come true. And welcome to the social economic change.
Beautiful job, Whitney. Beautiful presentation. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us, for sharing what this business is about, and for sharing it with the heart. It's beautiful to see your transformation, to see from the moment that you decided that you want to grow, that you want to change people's lives. It's just beautiful to see that. Also, I love your health story. Like you, I came here because of health issues. So it's beautiful to see the impact that you have in the world. So now we have a few minutes for questions and answers. I have a question for Whitney, but I'll ask that last. I want all the other people attending to be able to ask their questions. So do we have any questions by anybody? Any questions or comments? Patty?
Whitney, how was your high challenges until now in this project?
The biggest challenge that I faced?
Yes.
Yeah. My biggest challenge is actually myself. You have to break down your mental barriers that, that you're not good at. My mental barriers is like, Nobody wants to talk to me. And, you know, I'm not good enough. And all of this negative self-talk that I've been so used to letting myself sort of delve into. And when Erica brought this opportunity to me, I was in a very serious depression. And I just disconnected so much from the person that I had been before, and I was trying to reclaim that. But this opportunity helped me to get out of that, because I was forced to realize that I need to make that personal choice every day to say no to the negative talk, and to be able to start to talk myself into making the right choices. And that has been the biggest struggle for me.
Thank you, Whitney.
You're welcome, Patty.
Thank you, Whitney. And that's true. When in Zen and in Fordham University, we are always taught, you are your biggest challenge. Because we are our biggest challenges. We are the ones who put walls and limitations. We say, I cannot do this. When in fact, if we remove the limitation, we can do it. We can achieve any greatness that we want. So I have a follow-up question. That's a great question, Patty. I've seen a beautiful growth in you over the past week. I've seen success in what you are doing, in the change that you've had. I'm curious to know, what's the secret to success?
I think trusting your gut is, you know, there's so many people around you that might be telling you this is a silly idea, or this doesn't work. Doubters and haters, you can call them, or that little voice in the back of your head that wants you to give up. And so having to really connect to the fact that I think that this is the right thing for me has been the best thing for my success lately. And then, you know, following through with that with a bunch of commitment to being regular, of having a schedule, of setting details of my day-to-day actions that I'm going to follow through with, so that I actually do pursue this opportunity as a business and make it my business, rather than just a hobby. It's not a hobby, and I want it to become my career, so that I can also go on to other career choices in the future. It's not my be-all, end-all, but for right now, it is what I want to focus and pour myself into, so that I can actually be free to do what I care the most about in the world.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's so important to, when we want to do this business, or when we want to do anything in life, it's important to decide to do it. Because many people say, I want to do it, but they don't take action. So if we don't take action, we will never be successful. So that's a great point. So the other thing that you mentioned, and this is my last question, is that you want it to be your career. What about the people who are busy, those people who have school, who have work, who have kids and don't have time for this? What about those people?
So you still only have to work 1 to 2 hours a day, which is the coolest thing about it, because it's mostly about talking to other people, teaching them how to connect to the system. And the system, it's very simple. The hardest thing about this business is hearing people tell you no, and having to fight that inner battle to keep going on. Because you're gonna have a lot of no's, but you will have yeses. And so so many of those no's is gonna lead to your next amazing yes, that next person who is going to be part of your team and who will want to work alongside you for their dreams and their goals. So I would say that it's just it's not as hard as maybe it seems, because it's all set out there. There's a process to doing it, and as long as you follow that process, it's, you know, there's so many people who have been successful for in this business with that process.
Thank you.
Like, we have this one woman, she made the second highest level in our company in a year. So, and she's making like 6 figures every single month in a year.
Yeah, she's an amazing story of success. So thank you so much, Whitney. Just for the people who are here watching, I'm also a business student. So if you're a business student, you can do this. I'm doing it, so you can. So I want to thank you, Whitney. I want to thank everybody who is here. I want to remind everybody to go thank the person who invited you. If you're watching the presentation online, go thank the person who invited you. And for everybody, ask more questions. Go, this is only 10% of what the business is about. Go call the person, write up to the person and ask them, how can I do this? Ask questions, because that person is going to give you more information. That person wants your well-being, and they are prepared to guide you and walk you step by step. So dream big. This business is about dreaming big. Okay? So thank you, everybody. Thank you, dear Whitney. I hope to see you all next week for another week of success and another night of social economic networkers. With that, have a beautiful night wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is right now. Have a beautiful night and a successful week, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.